Next in our series of how to do sound things, we're going to look at how we can set up the wireless microphones for a Sunday service. There are usually two components to the Sunday service wireless channels. The first one is we'll always have, or mostly always have, one wireless handheld microphone here, and another one over here on this stand. That way we have two options for people who are coming up on stage to share, or if a microphone fails for whatever reason, we've got a backup. One exception to this is sometimes if we're doing sharing, like open sharing during a prayer time, we might take one of these stands. We'll actually not take the stand because there's already one back there, but we might put one microphone in the back of the room. So there's a handheld up front and a handheld in the back. So let's figure out how we can get those wireless microphones set up. We go to the back storage room and we have, let's see, we have our battery bays here. Typically each week there will be some sort of a marker on the battery bank you should use. And then when you're done with that Sunday, if you used the second bank of batteries, you would just move this over. And the goal there is that the batteries are getting constant use and kind of being rotated around, so there isn't a neglected set of battery that's constantly just sitting on the charger. Normally you can use one battery bank to get you through a whole Sunday. Okay, first thing, let's look at the handhelds and then we'll go to the lapels. The handheld channels, you'll find them in this top drawer. The two microphones are here. You've got RCC Wireless 6 and then Riverside RCC Wireless 1. I'm going to open one of these bags as best I can with my current hand situation. And when you pull this one out, Riverside, let's see, RCC 1 is the blue microphone, RCC 6 is the orange microphone. To put the batteries in, that's really actually all you have to do is put the batteries in. So I'm going to take this, and the way it's opened is actually you can just unscrew this bottom half of the body and it just kind of slides itself off. This little rubber ring will kind of keep it from moving super smoothly, so let's pull that off. Take off the bottom of the body. Very nice. And now what we'll do to get the batteries in there, we'll just pop that bad boy up like a little door, trap door. We're using the second bank right now. So I'll take one battery, put it in. Hopefully I can get it straight with one hand. Looks like close enough. I might need to go back and redo that. No problem. All right, so we got, there we go. There's one. And here's two. There. Got it eventually. All right. All right, so the batteries are now in. I'm noticing this one though, the display is not turning on like it should. For some reason this microphone has been switched to the off position. That's really easy to fix. You just flick this little guy up and now the microphone powers on. And that should be the position it stays in for the duration of the service. And when you're done, also just leave it on. Just take the batteries out and you'll be fine. Okay, so we're going to take the rest of this microphone and assemble it, screw it on, and once that's on, we will put the ring. You'll notice the ring is not quite a perfect circle. You got the kind of rubber flattened part with the channels in there. That will go over this kind of charging segment. So, because the shaft here is not perfectly round either. So, you put that in there, cover it up. The microphone is ready for use. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're actually going to test that microphone just to make sure it works well. Shouldn't be too hard. We're just going to run to the board. And you can also see there should be a display of some numbers on there, so we know that's working. And even if it's not showing up with those particular numbers, should be fine. Okay, I have the Sunday scene loaded, and let's see if we can find this channel. We're going to go to channels 1 to 16. That's where our wireless stuff is, over here on the right. This is wireless 1, so we're going to go to wireless 1. We're going to unmute it, handheld 1, blue. And looks like, let's see, there's already a little bit of volume on there. I'm gonna speak into it. Test 1, test 2, test 1, 2, 3. And that's coming out. I'm getting some signal. So you wanna make sure that works. I'm gonna turn it up in the house just to make sure I can hear it. Oh, we're hearing it on the live stream as well. I turned it up in the house, and now you should be able to hear it out of the main speakers. Once the microphone is tested, then we know it's on, it works, great. I'm gonna go ahead and mute it. Mute. Great, and now we're ready to put the handheld up on the front stand. Obviously, you'd wanna do this with both channels, 1 and 6, and you're ready to go with the handheld wireless. One quick note about the handheld wireless. When you're putting them in the stand, don't try to slide them in because it doesn't really fit very well, and then you end up kind of having it barely hanging on and it falls off. We don't like that. Just feel free to really just force it in. It fits just fine. Just kind of squeeze it through.